Shabbat Shalom. Greetings again, brothers and sisters, in the name of our mighty and incomparable King and Creator, Yahuwah. And we are indeed happy once again to have this great privilege of studying His Word and having His Ruach leading and directing us. And we don't want to get high-minded and think that it is anything more special in us than any other people, but to understand that this is a huge privilege, and with that privilege comes with great responsibility and great duty for which we will be held accountable in a time to come. And so as such, we endeavor to live up to the standard so that when the time comes for us to give account, we will not be found wanting. Hallelujah. And so we continue to learn so that we can be the salt and the light of this earth. Today's topic is blasphemy, a word that is loosely thrown around in the world. At least it's a thing that say you blaspheme. God broke my neck on the green tree. You blaspheme. Thunder roll and broke my neck. God killed me for lie, me I tell. You blaspheme, right? That's what we are told, don't it? When you bawl out, in previous times when we used to bawl out, Jesus Christ. Stop bawl out the Lord name in vain. So what is blasphemy? You know what is blasphemy? No man, I'm asking you. When you do what? So what you say a while ago, man? Not a bad answer. So when you lie against the Holy Spirit, so you say that the Holy Spirit did something and didn't do it. Not a bad answer. The anti-Dan say, persons who say that there is no Yahuwah. Not a bad answer either. What do you think is blasphemy? As you remember, blasphemy is a very serious sin, isn't it, Virgin? So what is blasphemy? You don't know? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you claim so you get a message from Yahuwah, right? You're delivering this message, so the tongue speaking. You can't tell a Maya, Rababan can sink it. Them say one pastor man preaching like Paul on the Sunday. And when you look outside him, don't see him brand new Honda. Them say, who's telling my Honda? Tongues. Whole assembly say, hallelujah. Then the pastor ask, who steal my Honda? So what is blasphemy? So this is an interesting topic because when I looked into the term, there's a lot of words that the translators translate as blasphemy from the Hebrew. Whole heap of different Hebrew words that the translators put blasphemy there. So in reality, there isn't necessarily the concept of blaspheming. To the Hebrews would not know what is blaspheme. Seeing that the translators took about 6 different Hebrew words, including barak. Barak, which we use as bless. Some passages, barak is translated as blaspheme. Mm-hmm. So let us look where blaspheme comes from. The etymology of blasphemy. According to Etymo Online, It is impious or profane speaking of God. So you ask them what this mean, and them give you two more big words: impious and profane. You know what impious and profane mean? You still don't understand. Be a big word, highfalutin, this come like university. Or sacred things, early 13th century. So it's a just come word. 13th century, from Old French, blasphemy. So from Latin, or late Latin, blasphemia, which comes from the Greek blasphemia, as speaking ill, impious speech, slander. What is slander? Lie. Propaganda. Lie, important. Lie. Slander, injurious speech. Injurious means the speech causes injury. You injure a person's reputation. Injury. What you call that now? Big word with them use in a court where them say them sue you for what? Defamation. You're bright. Bright. Defamation. Where defamation come from? Defame. Defame. You have defamed me. My name has a certain reputation, and the allegations that you have brought against me has defamed my name. The second element of that is fame. Fame means utterance or to speak. The first element is uncertain. Perhaps it is related to blaptikos, which means hurtful. Though blacks, which means slack in body and mind, or stupid, also has been proposed. So they are debating where the blast come from. They understand the theme because the theme means speech. When you ask the Oxford Dictionary, it says the word blasphemy comes from the Greek words blas, which means to injure, and theme, which means speech. So it's injurious speech. Your speech brings injury to my reputation or to my name, to my character. Sound like we're getting somewhere already, don't? All right. The first word, nakab. See if we can go through this thing here quickly. Nakab is the first word that is translated as blaspheme in the script. The Strong's 5343, that's the Strong's number assigned to the word nakab. It means to appoint, to blaspheme, to bore. What bore mean? Pierce, no sir? Pierce. Injury, no sir? Pierce. Bore a hole. To curse. To express. To name. To pierce. To strike through. Strike through. You know when you write something and you know but I want to use it, what you do? You run a line through it, so it means that this is now null and void. So when you're reading, ignore this, because this is not part of what I was trying to say. I have removed this speech or this thought. Strike through means to puncture, literally, to perforate, to bore a hole. And the ancient Hebrew lexicon conveys the same meaning, to make a hole by piercing. Let us go to the script now where it is used. So we're going to look at some instances where it means appointed or expressed. Genesis 30 verse 28. And he said, name me your wages and I will give it. What do you mean by name me your wages? The name there is the nakab. It means to tell me. So? You go to some interviews when you go to, they don't tell you how much they pay, they tell you to tell them how much you want. Let us negotiate. Yes, man. When you reach certain levels, man, you don't quote salary. You go and you negotiate your salary. And when them say to you, say, I'm going to give you 9 million. I say, no, 9 can't work because you said me all about I need 10.5. You understand? Now look for me, I don't reach them levels there yet. I will hear me, I tell you. Anyways. So, so the man is saying to him, express to me your wages and I will give it. Whatever you tell me you want, I will pay you because I need your services. Anything you say, like your toilet leaking profusely, but you can't fix it and the plumber come, you tell him, say, just fix it and tell me the price and everything because it have to fix. Anything you tell me, I have to pay it because it have to fix. So express your wages in that sense. Numbers 1:17. Mashah and Aaron took these men who were called by name. They were expressed by name. What do you mean called by name? We ball out them name and them come. Now say it go. So it's an expression. It's speech. They were called by name. Their name were expressed and they came. 1 Chronicles 12:31. The half tribe of Manasseh, 18,000, were designated by name, appointed by name. That's the designated. The same Nakab, appointed by name. So it's an appointment. Amos 6 verse 1. Woe to those at ease in Zion, and those trusting in Mount Samaria. What is Mount Samaria? Let me tell you to say Samaria. Samaria is another word in prophecy for Israel. Samaria became known as the northern kingdom. It's a nickname for Israel, Samaria. Right? Ephraim is also another nickname for the northern kingdom, Israel. Write them down in your book. Samaria, Ephraim. Alright. The distinguished ones. Distinguished mean you have position. You have been appointed. No, say go. Distinguished. Appointment. Among the chief of the nations. Isaiah 62 verse 2. The nation shall see your righteousness, and all your kings your esteem, and you shall be called by a new name, which the mouth of Yahuwah does what? The translator put designate, but the mouth of Yahuwah expresses this name. Because if it's a mouth, then no speech, the mouth of Yahuwah will call this name, express this name. Now so it go. So it's an expression. So you realize that this word nakab is linked to speech. Another meaning for this word, pierce or bore. 2 Kings 12:9. Jehoiada the priest took a chest and he bore a hole in its lid and set it beside the slaughter place on the right side as one comes into the house of Yahuwah. And the priest who guarded the door put there all the silver that was brought into the house of Yahuwah. So simple what they are saying, them have something like this, and the man bore the hole. When you pass, you drop your $20, you drop your $10, you go in. Argument done. You bore a hole. Pierce. Bore. Any builder, anybody who's involved in any form of handiwork will tell you, when you bore a hole into something, you compromise the integrity of that thing. It is no longer a hole. W-H-O-L-E. Right? You bore a hole in it, you have compromised the integrity of this item. Now so it go. It is weaker now because a hole has been bored in it. So you compromise the integrity, you have pierced it. Bear that in mind. 2 Kings 18:21. Now look, you have put your trust in the staff of this crushed reed, Egypt, on which if a man leans on it, it shall go into his hand and pierce it, bore him in his hand, juke him. That's not good something, don't it? Injury. Same nakab, pierce. Haggai 1 verse 6. You have sown much, but you brought in little. That not sound good. Whole heap of planting and little bit of reaping. That sound like everything spoil. You eat, but do not have enough. That not sound good. You drink, but you are not filled with drink. You're thirsty same way. You clothe yourself, but no one is warm. And he who earns wages, watch this now, earns wages to put into a bag with what? Holes. So if you take your money, put in a bag with hole, what will happen? Money will drop out and waste. That's what I told you. When you bore a hole into something, you compromise the integrity of it, because the purpose of the bag is to carry the content safely. Now so you go secure the content and transport it. But the bag have holes, so the bag is compromised. Now to the meat of the matter. Curse or disrespect. Same nakab. Numbers 23. Balaam. When them call him to do what? When them call Balaam and hire him to do? Curse. Curse who? Israel. Alright. Verse 8 and 25 alone we're using. Balaam said, how do I curse? How do I nakab? How do I injure? How do I bore? How do I, defame? How do I compromise the integrity of whom Elohim has not compromised their integrity, has not defamed, has not bored, has not pierced? I can't do it, Balaam is saying. And Balak said to Balaam, Do not curse them at all and do not bless them at all, because Balaam, every time Balaam talk, his blessing come out of Balaam mouth. So the man said, neither curse nor bless them. Just nobody do nothing. Can me call you if you curse and you are blessed? He said, no, do neither one of them. Just go on about your business, please. Proverbs 11:26. The people, watch this now. The people do what? Curse, nakab, him who withholds grain. You have a leader, and it's him one eating antidote. We know how it runs, especially in the streets. You have a leader, and it's him one. What is going to happen? The people going to hate him, and they will have nothing good to say about him. They will have absolutely nothing good to say about him. When you ask them about him, tell me about Mashah. Oh, him? A curse is that? You wicked him for dead. Yes. So, that kind of speech injures my character, defames my name. When people say I'm wicked, him lie, him greedy, him not feed people, him don't take care of people, that is injuring my character. That is injurious speech. You understand? Good. Proverbs 24:24. He who says to the wrong, you are righteous. People curse him because you are proclaiming righteousness, and people who don't deserve it. Some say the people going to curse you. Them are going to say you're liar and wicked. Thief. Job 3 verse 8. Let those curse it who curse the day, who are ready to stir up Leviathan. And the reason why you see so much curse is because of the translation that I use, the Scriptures 2009. If you use some other translation, you will see the word blaspheme there. Blaspheme. That's why I love this translation. I think it does a better job than most, in my opinion. Leviticus 24 now. The law. Leviticus 24. The Israelite woman's son blaspheme. The same nakab is used there. No? Blaspheme what? The name. And what? Cursed. But the curse there is not nakab. It's a different curse. You wait. So they brought him to Moses. And they put him under guard in verse 12, that it might be declared to them at the mouth of Yahuwah what must be done unto this man. So in 13, Yahuwah spoke to Moses, saying, bring the one who was cursed outside the camp, and everybody who heard him, everybody who did what? When him do blaspheme, it said, don't it? And whosoever hear the blaspheme, said something that he said. Speech. All those who heard him shall lay their hands on his head, and all the congregation shall stone him. Speak to the children of Yisra'el, saying, because this is now a precedent in we call it again now. In the judiciary. Yes. Big word. Judiciary means judge and law and legalities. There is this thing called legal precedent. So when you're studying law, they take you to the case that set the precedent. Because you know, say different case requires different judgment. And so there is a first for everything. So you have the precedent. So this is a precedent being it is the first somebody going blaspheme in Israel. So Yahuwah say, alright, since as this him do, you deal with him case. When was the other time we saw something like this? The man who go gather sticks on the Sabbath, don't it? And them have to put him and say, well, your whole army could go find out from Yahuwah what to do with you. Precedent. So the precedent has been set now. Yahuwah says, stone him. So Yahuwah going to set to the law now. Nice. Speak to the children of Yisra'el, saying, anyone who curses his Elohim shall bear his sin. And he who blasphemes the name of Yahuwah shall certainly be put to death. And all the congregation shall certainly stone him, the stranger as well as the native. When he blasphemes the name, he is put to death. So the only hint we get here as to what this virgin here could have possibly done is that he said something. He said something. We don't know what he said. It doesn't tell us. But we know that he said something, and it is considered blasphemy. And based on the scriptures that I labeled and show you just now, and instances where the word is used, you see that it is some kind of injurious speech, speech that defames the character. And that's why he say blasphemes the name. He injures my name. He has injured my character. He has injured my reputation. So you have a basic understanding now, right? All right, so let us go to the next word now. The next word is na'at. This one means to abhor. You know what abhor means? It's one of them highfalutin word. When somebody say, I abhor you, you know that is uptown speech. Me hate you like poison. Uptown speech. Uptown people don't say me hate you like poison. I abhor you. I despise you. Get away from me. You think I know something nice that you not even know something else and I hate you like poison. Words sound nice, don't abhor. So it's significant hatred, great hatred. So give occasion to blaspheme, contemn, very important word. What does contemn mean? Contemn means to hold lightly, to make slight, to hold in little regard, little esteem. So something we're supposed to big and glorious and honored, you bring it low and deal with it like it's boy thing. That's what contempt means. Despise, to flourish, to provoke, to spurn, to scorn. Numbers 14. Follow the argument now. So this is defamation or ungrateful. Defamation or ungrateful. So I'm going to show you a lot of things that are considered as blasphemy. Ungratefulness is one. As long as it injures the character of the Creator, it is blasphemy. You can write it in a book from now. If it defames the name of Yahuwah, it is blasphemy. If it injures his character, it is blasphemy. If it does any form of disrepute, brings any form of disrepute, if you hold his name in light regard, if you take slight of his name, blasphemy. Because his name is his character. And that's why defamation is a very serious thing. You see this social media thing we run rampant now? A lot of those people are going to be sued for defamation because they just hear something and they run with it and call people name. And you have some people, them have them lawyer ready and them have the money to waste in the court system. And they will take you to court. So you have to be very careful with people's name. Numbers 14. All the congregation lifted up their voices and cried, and the people wept that night. All the children of Yisra'el grumbled against Moses and against Aaron. Watch this now. And I'm going to show you as well that the blasphemy might not be you directly saying, Yahuwah no do nothing for you. The blasphemy can be indirect in you complaining against the leader that he appoints over you because the leader is his representative, brethren. Watch this. And notice how Israel no call Yahuwah name nowhere here, so. But he still called blasphemy when the attack claps come. They grumbled against who? Moses and who? Aaron. And all the congregation said to them, if only we had died in the land of Egypt. No ungratefulness this. No, who just bring them out a while ago? Yahuwah just bring them out of the land. And the people them say we should have been dead there. Yes. If only we had died in the land of Egypt. Or if only we had died in this wilderness. Why is Yahuwah bringing us to this land? To fall by the sword? What you say? We have to be careful with our speech. That our wives and children should become a prey. Would it not be better for us to turn back to Egypt? Serious speech, listen, brethren. We just read over these things and think it's just lightly taken like this. This is serious speech. This is the height of ungratefulness. And I'm going to show you at the end of the presentation that the taking of the children of Israel out of Egypt is a big achievement on Yahweh's resume, brethren. So when you're going to make light of it, that is blasphemy. You ever notice when you're reading your Bible, Yahweh keeps saying, I am Yahweh. Who did what? Brought you up out of the land. God, the man, I tell you, him reputation, him resume, I read out. Like me would have come in here and say, I am Damani Weed, the teacher of so and so, or how much degree or whatever I have. The qualifications, the man is reading his qualifications. I am Yahweh who brought you up out of the land of Egypt. So how are you now making light of it? And this is big something me have on my resume. You don't do that. That is blasphemy. Watch it. They said to each other, let us appoint a leader. Let us turn back to Egypt. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces. Moses then started back. Moses catch you a long time, you know. Moses said, no, sir. Me not join them, me not this. Moses must show him drop down quick and say, me never say it with them, or them say it themselves. Look what Yahweh said now, brethren. Yahweh said to Mashah, how long shall I be scorned? Shall I be blasphemed by these people? And how long shall I not be what? Trusted. So the reputation, you are defaming me. You are not trusting in my resume because it's me, same one just bring you out. And you don't trust in the qualifications. With all, see it here? With all the signs which I have done in their midst. The resume. Man said, let me strike them with the pestilence and disinherit them and make of you a greater nation. And he continues and he said, none of these men who have seen my esteem and the signs which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tried me now these 10 times, and have disobeyed my voice, shall see the land which I swore to their fathers, nor any of those who scorned me, who blasphemed me. So it's the character, brethren. Don't play with the Creator's character. You cannot play with the Creator's character. Right. So before we did not know, now we know. We don't have the excuse of ignorance to lean on anymore. Number 16, watch the argument now. I want to know the story here well, so we don't have to read so much out of it. Number 16, this is our brethren now. Korah. Now Korah, the son of Yisra'el, son of Qoheleth, son of Levi, took both Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, son of Peleth, sons of Reuben. And they rose up before Moses with some of the children of Yisra'el. Look how much of them. 250 who? Leaders of the congregation. Some man with position, this brethren. Man with status. Alright. Called ones of the assembly. Men of name. Men of renown. Man we have position. Alright. And they assembled against Moses and against Aaron and said to them, enough of you. You hear them call Yahweh name all now? Then say enough of who? Moses and Aaron. Alright. For all the congregation is set apart, all of them, and Yahweh is in our midst. Why then do you lift up yourselves above the assembly of Yahweh? Moses said to Korah, hear now, you sons of Levi. So Moses make him talk. Reach to verse 8. Moses said, alright, my time is out now. Look what Moses said in verse 9. Show you the ungratefulness and the contempt. Is it little to you that Elohim, the Elohim of Yisra'el, has separated you from the congregation of Israel, to bring you near to himself, to perform the service of the dwelling place of Yahweh, and to stand before the congregation to serve them? So Moses has said, satisfied with your position, what you have. You take it light. And that he has brought you near to himself, you and all your brothers, the sons of Levi with you, that you also seek the priesthood as well? You want the priesthood too? You notice when that we read it says some sons of Reuben who don't have no claim, then go join up with Korah. Korah have claim, because Korah Levite. Korah come from Qoheleth. Korah come from the something that can be a priest. But when Reuben's son them go join up, Them not have no place there, so them should have got and sit down. Moses said, listen. Therefore, you and all your company are set against who? Against who? Moses said, no, me. You no come about me. But I am his representative, so if you come against me, you come against who? The man himself. Because it's him set me up. So if you go against the leader, brethren, and if you don't believe me, none of us in this place went through what King David went through at the hands of King Saul. David had every reason to kill Saul. David had every reason to blaspheme against Saul, let us put it that way, and talk bad things about Saul. You see anywhere in David's story where David ever said nothing bad about Saul yet? Before him say nothing about him, shut him mouth. When him say, touch not what? Yahuwah's anointed. David understood the assignment. David understood that this man is a representative, even when gone off the rails. Is the master put him in charge? I have no place to go against him. The only way I can go against him is if he's going against the Torah. That is the only way you go against him. David understood. So you don't go against the leader that Yahuwah puts in the stead, brethren. You don't go against the leader. So you and your company, your army are set against Yahuwah. And Moses said, what is Aaron that you grumble against him? And Aaron you come about is Yahuwah. Understand what you are doing. So Moses sent now and called Dathan and Abiram. The man them said, we not come nowhere, see there. We are not coming up. Disrespect. Moses said, is it little? No, they said, they continue. They say, is it little that you brought us? Watch this now. Up out of a land flowing with milk and honey. And this is now where I think they crossed the line. Because remember when we tell you about the resume and the big achievement on the resume. Me not think you don't understand, you know. Remember when Yahweh cut the covenant with Abraham. When he said to Abraham, say, know for certain that your descendants are what? They're going to become slaves in the land. But no worry yourself. Because what happened? I will bring them up for your sake. The same covenant to me I cut with your ears. So is the man resume, brethren? Big something on him resume. And that's why I keep telling you, we don't understand. Israel cannot fail. People out of Israel will fail and fall off. But Israel cannot fail, because if Israel fail, who fail? Yahuwah fail, brethren. If you understand this thing here, follow me carefully now. The man said, you have brought us up out of the land of milk and honey to kill us in this wilderness. So them say, basically it's a slap in the face of Yahuwah here, saying, brethren, because remember when they were coming out of Egypt, Yahuwah said, I am bringing you into a land of what? Milk and honey. But the man say, so you go. You take us from the land of milk and honey. I slap the creator in them face, brethren. See that? You have not brought us into a land flowing with milk and honey, nor given us vineyard. And would you bore out the eyes of these men? We are not coming now, come nowhere. The man said, we now come nowhere. Boy, you send come call me. Anyways, cut the story short. Yahuwah come now in verse 21. Yahuwah come and said to Moses, say, listen to me now. This is bigger than you. So you really, you take away yourself. Take for yourself, because me come to kill now. So remove yourself from among them and let me handle this business here. Separate yourself from the midst of this congregation and let me consume them in a moment. Yahuwah said, Moses, just go over there. Sir. 2 seconds, me I beg you. Just turn your back. Go over there, sir, and turn your back. Me just want 2 seconds. Just turn your back like I am. Just want 2 seconds. Me just have pass one bright light. And you can turn back around when time is done. 2 seconds, me want. And Yahuwah spoke to Moses saying, speak to the congregation saying, everybody who is not complicit with these men, take up on a tent. If you have one tent anywhere which part Korah, this is upper rush part of Tabernacle, because I leave at them. Yahuwah said, if your tent, they're on a Levi, take for yourself, because me going to deal with a massive thing around here. Move away from around them. Watch this now in verse 30 where Moses said. Moses said, if so Yahweh deal with them one and now and him, Moses said, I'm going to deal with the next 250. In verse 30 now Yahweh said, Moses said, if Yahweh creates what is unheard of, and the earth open its mouth and swallows them up with all that belongs to them, and they go down alive into Sheol, then you shall know that these men have what? Scorned. They have blasphemed the Yahweh. Defamed the name of the Creator. Listen, when you talk about Egypt, if you pick your words carefully and make sure you say it right way because it's sensitive. It's a sensitive topic this for the Creator, brethren. Yeah, but I don't know if you know Rush work in a corporate. Rush, I don't know if you ever come across no man with them doctorate. You see when you call man with doctorate and you say Mister, man stop you a long time in a brethren. Me there work and send email to man who having doctorate. Me don't know you from Adams. I know you have doctorate. Me boss say send you email. And me say Mr. Brady. And man write back and say I'm not responding to your email until you address me as Dr. Brady. Man say me not him tell you in the email and say I did not go to school for so much years for you to come and call me Mister. It's doctor. And you have to fix your email and send it back. Else you never get a response. I saw you was sensitive about in Egypt. Where him take you out of. You don't play about it. You don't mix up the story, you talk it how it go. Accurate. And don't make light of it. And that's why we have to celebrate and Passover come a year time. Deuteronomy 31:20. I shall bring them to the land flowing with milk and honey, of which I swore to their fathers. And they shall eat and be satisfied and be fat. Then they shall turn to other mighty ones. They shall serve them and what? Scorn me, blaspheme me, and break my covenant. You see the covenant come again, brethren. Once you go against the covenant, blasphemy. Because you are defaming the Creator. If you go to other gods, you defame. Because you're basically telling me that they are better than me. Me feel away. Yahweh say, I feel away. Me feel away. 1 Samuel 2:17. Watch this now. Eli's son them. You know them good, Yazi. The sons of Eli were sons of Belial, them workless, in other words. They, watch this. What making call them sons of Belial? They did not know Yahuwah. Important information. Watch this now. So the ruling of the priest with the people was that when any man slaughtered a slaughtering, so the man carry him goat as an offering, the servant shall come with a 3-pronged fork and come with him big fork to juke the flesh in his hand while the meat was cooking. So while it a cooking, brethren, the man coming on, if you understand how the offering work in the temple, you know, the thing have to burn so the savor, the smell can go up to the Creator. Them man, you don't want to wait until the thing burn, brethren. The man them come and juke the thing from before. And they shall strike it into the basin or kettle or cauldron or pot. And the priest would take for himself all that flesh hook brought up. Thus they did in Shiloh to all Israel who came there. Also, before they burned the fat, the priest servant would come and say to the man who slaughtered. So before it even catch the fire now, Eli's son them come. Give me the meat for roasting to the priest, for he does not accept cooked meat from you but raw. You ever hear this yet? Leviticus tell you nothing, Gossa? Leviticus said it must cook first. And after it burn and the savor go up to Yahweh, then the priest can eat. No say go. Then one man say, They want it before it cook. Want it for themselves. Another the problem, they want it for themselves. If I say, you say the priest, then servant, this, you know, so them are not the real priest, you know. They want the meat for themselves because they know so when they cook out, the priest will get something to eat. Them man want the whole thing for themselves, brethren. Watch the argument. And if the man said to him, let the fat be burned, because the people them know how it's supposed to offer. The people them have do this for years. Even though I'm not a priest, I know what the priest does because I've been doing this for years. So the man said, hey, boss, and I say it work. The thing must burn. The savor must go up to the Creator. The man said, let the fat be burned first, then you can take as much as your soul desire. He would then answer him, no, give it to me now. And if not, I shall take it by force. Beat you up and take it from you. Conquer your forehead. Look at verse 7. Look at Look at verse 17. And the sin of the young men was very great before Yahuwah, for the men despised the offering of Yahuwah. They blaspheme the thing, brethren. You hold it as little regard. This is my law. You hold the thing in contempt. It's a thing that is to be revered. You come to the thing with the fork and take it up before the thing reach up to me and I meet to offer to. You're bright. You're bright and feisty. 2 Samuel 12. Yahweh sent Nathan to David. We know this again. David just killed Uriah for his wife, Bathsheba. Find out that the young woman is pregnant. So Yahweh sent Nathan to David. Nathan said to David, say, listen, you have two men, you see? One rich and one poor. The rich one had flocks and herds, very many. You have goat, sheep, cow, everything. Scatter out of St. Elizabeth, you have goat and sheep. Stone, dog. Them time, what's your name? Melissa don't pass yet. Goat and sheep. Enough. Verse 15. Verse 3, sorry. But the poor one had one single little lamb. You ever hear them say Mary had one little, and Mary, a poor man have a little lamb. One little lamb the man have, brethren. And the rich man now going to keep a party. Carol. And the rich man decides to feed goat them to boast if he kill at this party because it look like him have some Nubian goat. And the party where he keep you one look Millie. And one look Billy. You look Maga goat. But when he born, he jump and skip like in nonsense. And the man go in at the poor man house, take with the poor man one little goat and use it, keep it 9 nights. And 9 nights are set up. How you go? One of them. Manish water. I'll head, he not even give man the head to make the man get look manish water out of it and the man take his head, everything, manish water. I'm party. And he no invite the poor man and party now. David jump up. You know David already because David believe in a justice, you know. David jump up, David say, where is he? Send him come, he must be killed because he's wicked. Wicked man. When Nathan said to him, say, you are the man. Nathan said, you are the man. The man have him one little wife. And you have enough. And you take the man one dege wife in one bono and kill the man. You are the man. Look what David said. David said the man must pay 4 times for the lamb. Must go give him 4 lamb. Because he did this deed because he had no compassion. And Nathan said, you are the man, brethren. Look what Yahweh said to him now. Thus said Yahweh, Elohim of Yashua, I anointed you king over Israel. So it's the resume now. Yahweh read the relationship with me and you have now. You know. Hey, some of us don't want Yahweh to talk to you. We hear enough of we are talking about. We are beg a word from Yahweh. And a lot of us don't want Yahweh to speak to us, you know. Because look how Yahweh read him file now. Yahweh say, me and you apart from your dung so. I anointed you king over Israel. And me set you up. Me and you apart. I set you as king over Israel. I delivered you from the hand of Saul. Saul chose javelin for you. Saul hunt you down through the whole land of Israel. You have to go live with Philistine. And not one Saul catch you. And me do that. Me make Saul not catch you. I know you are me. I resume this in a virgin. Interview this. I gave you your master's house. Me set you up nice. I gave you your master's wives. And I gave you the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Me set you up nice. You're not supposed to want nothing. House, land, and car. And wife, and picking. Wives, and picking. Everything. Look what Yahweh said now. If that were not enough, I would have given you more. So you realize that the issue here with David is greed, in a brethren. Greed. And unconscious ungratefulness. The whole heap of wife where you take little regard for them and go take people own. All the other things that Yahweh give you, you have little regard for it. So Yahweh say, all right. Since as you don't respect everything when me do for you all this time, not the same thing Israel do when he take them out of Egypt. Since as you don't respect what I have done for you thus far, hold on upon some problem. See, man said, why have you despised the word of Yahweh to do evil in his eyes? And we know the curse already. He said, the sword does not turn from your house, and the child is going to die, and all kind of something. And we know how the story goes. We know the whole heap of problem will come as a result of this thing here. Look at verse 14. However, because by this deed you have greatly what? Blasphemed. David blasphemed, brethren. And a man going to say, how he never dead? The penalty won't get worse than that because the picnic dead. Whole heap more and picnic them dead outside. One of him daughter get raped by one of him son. The next son hunt down that son they kill him. One of him next son them take a whole and wife them and deal with them case up on the police stop. In front of the whole something there. One of him son them institute himself as king and make David affair run up and down as fugitive. That no worse than that. Whole heap of punishment. That's why Yahweh said the sword will not depart from your house. But guess what saved David again now? Better never tell me what saved David. What saved David, Rash? The same resume. Me cut one covenant with you already. That's why I tell you say Israel can't fail, brethren. Once me cut the covenant with you, it can't fail. Me have to raise up somebody. If it's even one, me have to raise up. Me kill off everything else, but me have to leave one. When he said to Moses, he said, watch it out of here, me kill them. When he said to Moses, he said, me are going to raise up a nation out of you because the covenant must continue. If he raise up a nation out of Moses, not the same Abraham Moses come from. So Yahweh will not allow us to deter or to defame his reputation, brethren. Must have to because of the resume. My name's sake. Psalm 74. They have set fire to your set apart place. They have profaned the dwelling place. All of these things that them doing, brethren, is holding this thing here little regard, when them invade Jerusalem and mash up the temple, Man, no respect the temple. So David is saying, what kind of something this? Them set fire in the place, burn it down, arson. They profane the dwelling place, carry all sort of nastiness gone in there. They said in their hearts, let us surpass them altogether. And they burned all the appointment places of Elohim in the land. Oh Elohim, look what David said now. How long would you allow the adversary to reproach? Would the enemy despise? Would the enemy blaspheme your name forever? Because you see, as long as Jerusalem in a torment, brethren, that's a defamation to the Creator's name. Because if Jerusalem a theme place, when say him want to dwell, then Jerusalem is supposed to always bashment. No, so it go. If Jerusalem pop down and you claim ownership over Jerusalem, then you pop down to brethren and say, go. You know nobody. Proverbs 1. Because they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahuwah, they did not accept my counsel, and they blasphemed. They held little regard for all my discipline. So people who not take discipline, brethren, from the Creator, blasphemy. Isaiah 1 verse 4. Alas, sinning nation, a people loaded with crookedness, a seed of evildoers, sons acting corruptly. They have forsaken Yahuwah, and they have blasphemed the set apart one of Yisra'el. Provoke him, blaspheme. Isaiah 5:24. Because they have rejected the Torah of Yahuwah of hosts, and blasphemed the word of the set apart one of Yisra'el. Look at this one now, 52 verse 5 of Isaiah. My people are taken away for nothing, so this sounds like captivity, exile. This is not good for the Creator, brethren. Even when him out of the exile, it is not good for his name. That's why I'm saying, I will have to bring you back. Why? For my name's sake. Me have to bring you back, even though it's me same one, make them come in and take you away. But for my name's sake, because it don't look good on me to have you out there like that. But me have to teach you a lesson. It's like a parent in a brethren. It don't look good on you as a parent in a auntie Dan. For your son, they wrote a box about, But if the boy walk list, you have to make him out there box about to teach him a lesson. But at some point when you feel like him learn, you go back for him. Because you can't make people that say down of our boy out of so. You understand me? For your name's sake. A same thing. My people are taken away for nothing. Those who rule over them make them wail, declares Yahweh. And my name is blasphemed all day continually. Because of our actions, his name is in disrepute. Up until now, his name is in disrepute. Have to fix it, Jerusalem pop down. And we not captivity. Can't even put one and one and make it make two. Two our curse. We can't even put one and one and make it make two. Two our curse. If you have one and one, you sit down and you look on it, two of them and you say, how am I going to make this two? Because by your quint, 1.5 gone and you're left with 0.5, I look on you and wonder, where 1.5 gone? That's how we curse. The next word, Naatsa, come from the same word we're coming from. They just add the A at the end. And we have one slide for this one, other than the meaning slide. So it's same meaning, scorn or blasphemy. 2 Kings 19:3. They said to him, thus said Hezekiah. And you know the story of Hezekiah when Sennacherib sent him brethren there, Rabshakeh. Sennacherib sent him, Assyrian king Sennacherib sent him brethren down at Israel because them siege the land, you know. You know, in a land under siege, the man them surround Jerusalem in a brethren. Nobody in, nobody out, you know. So you know, say at some point the food supply going run out. Water going run out. Jerusalem under siege. And Sennacherib sent a little messenger. Every day the messenger go out to the man and say, who is this Yahweh that you're calling about? Yahweh can't save you. Look what Hezekiah said. Hezekiah said, this day is a day of distress and rebuke and blasphemy, because the children have come to birth and there is no power to push them out. Hezekiah said, this is a shame and disgrace for Israel. This is a shame and disgrace, Hezekiah said. Can't do nothing. And it's the same thing that is said in Isaiah 37 verse 3, because Isaiah prophesied in the time of Hezekiah. Isaiah was the prophet to Hezekiah. You can write that in our book too. Isaiah was the one who was sent to tell him to get his affairs in order because he's going to die. And by Isaiah turn and reach out in the court, Hezekiah turn and kiss him teeth and say, you can't talk anything you want to talk. Hezekiah prayed to Yahweh and Yahweh tell Isaiah, say, stop and go back to him. Tell him that I gave him about 7 more years or something like that. Make him go on again. So Isaiah prophesied to Hezekiah. So you can find the story of Hezekiah in 2 Kings, in Chronicles, and in Isaiah. Ezekiel 35:12. You shall know that I am Yahuwah. I have heard all your blasphemy which you have spoken against the kingdom of Israel, saying, look on the blasphemy where they say against Israel. They are laid waste. They were given to us for food. Blasphemy, because it disreputes the name of the Creator. Jerusalem should be protected by the Creator. So anybody who say otherwise against Jerusalem is blaspheme. And we bring it out nice and we're going to labor, we're going to spend time and teach it, because we needed to understand that the churches with the replacement theology is blasphemy. Alright? We take time, say it a while ago, me ball out, look more from this, now worry yourself. Nehemiah 9:18. Even when they made a molded calf for themselves and said, this is your mighty one that brought you up out of Egypt, and worked great what? Blasphemy. So Nehemiah is referencing the molded calf, the golden calf for Aaron built when Moses depended on something for 40 days and 40 nights. Nehemiah referred to that as blasphemy, because when they make the calf, what them say, brethren? You remember what the people them say? This is this is the Elohim that did what? Brought us up out of Egypt. The same resume me tell you about. You don't mess with the Egypt story, brethren, the Exodus. You don't give that glory to anybody else. The man sensitive when it comes on to the Exodus story, brethren. Sensitive, you don't play with it. Don't take it light. That's why you see we enjoy ourselves when Passover time come. And we sleep over, we do everything, we try to get it as best as possible. Because it's big celebration. What Jubilee say? And this night was the celebration, the eating and the drinking. You were rejoicing when the angel Mastima was passing over to kill all the firstborn. You were dancing and laugh and enjoy yourself. A big party, big dance. We don't take it light. Big celebration. Barak. Whenever this word is used as is translated as blasphemy, it is believed to be a euphemism in the text. Euphemism is when they use a word that is less harsh because they're trying to pretty up what you did. Huh? So nowadays they don't say you kill, you're unalive. I don't know where them approaches are from. You know. Nowadays on social media they don't talk about killing. They say he was unalive. So that's an example of a euphemism. You use a less harsh word. So Barak can mean bless, can mean exalt, praise, can mean blaspheme, can also mean curse. Let us look at 3 instances where it is translated as curse. Blasphemy. Job 1 verse 5. It came to be when the days of feasting had gone round that Job would send and set them apart, and he would rise early in the morning and offer ascending offerings, the number of them all. For Job said, it might be that my children have sinned and blasphemed or cursed Elohim in their hearts. Job 2, 5 and 9. But stretch out your hand, please, and strike his bone and his flesh. This is when Satan go and say, him want test him. So Yahweh says, stretch out your hand, strike his bone and his flesh. Satan is saying, stretch out your hand, strike his bone and his flesh, and see if what? If he would not curse you to your face, blaspheme you. Because remember, this is a man, much like David, who Yahweh did a lot of things for. No say go. Yahweh set up his virgin here now, rich man to virgin. Have all in possession and him thing, So if him supposed to turn around and curse Yahweh and say, you wicked look what you do to me, then that is blasphemy. Because he's holding little regard for the things that Yahweh has done so far. So Satan said, touch him and see if him now go blaspheme. And his wife said to him in verse 9, do you still hold fast your integrity? Blaspheme, curse him and die. Because she knows that once you curse him, you must drop down and die. The wife said, blaspheme. Job said, where Job said to her, said, you speak like one of the foolish women. You can talk anything you want to talk, and you go drop down and dead at me. And when me drop down and dead, after me blaspheme, me now get up back when you get up back, or somebody else down in the line. 1 Kings 21:13. And the men, sons of Belial, came in and sat before him. And the men of Belial, workless man, what is happening here? Witness against him. So then plan up and say, then going witness against this virgin here and say that we saw him doing something, but it is not true. Because remember in Israel, at the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, a matter is confirmed. So you have witness in a court of Israel, them get that from. You have witness. So the man them want get out this virgin here when name Naboth. Them want get rid of Naboth. So the man them get some man and pay them and say, listen, get you to come. Jezebel get some man, pay the man and say, man, you can witness and tell him, say, you see him do this thing here. You never see him, but you tell him you see him do it. You call that witness tampering. In the presence of the people saying, Naboth has blasphemed Elohim and the king. So them say, Naboth blaspheme. My man say, me hear when him blaspheme. And them kill him. Wicked act by Jezebel. And we know how Jezebel dead, don't it? Wasn't a good death. Alright. So that is the usage of Barak. The blaspheme with Barak. Next word. This word is Gadaf. Not Gaddafi. Gadaf. And it means to reproach or to revile. Basically, you realize that all the words convey the same meaning. Speech that injures reputation, basically. Because reproach, I went there, you don't have no respect for something. So it's a taunt. It's a taunt. Mock. Abe. And long out your tongue. 2 Kings 18. Who do that? Who taunt Israel? Let me just tell you about him a while ago. Rabshakeh, Sennacherib man. Now come out, come taunt the man them on the wall. Me go in the backstory already. Israel is under siege. Sennacherib send him look a soldier come. Talk to the man them on the wall. But luckily the men on the wall. One of the time them you have a man on the wall in the bridging. Who go out to Rabshakeh and say to him, say, hi. Take time talk. Man said, me talk in Aramaic. Say, talk in Aramaic. Nobody talk in Hebrew because everybody else understand Hebrew. He said, talk in Aramaic. So me alone can understand. You talk too loud. You make everybody hear, man. Man said, You talk make everybody hear. Man said, no, man. So the man come out and the man taunting Israel, brethren. Who is this Yahweh? The man said, The man said, can Yahweh save you? And then what he proceeds to do? He proceeds to read the resume of Sennacherib. He says, Sennacherib killed off the king of Egypt, Pharaoh. Sennacherib killed this one over there, and this one over. All of these kingdoms were bigger than you. So who is Yahweh now to stop the great Sennacherib? That is what the man said, brethren. The heights of blasphemy, that is the heights of blasphemy. Look what the man said. The man said, do not listen to Hezekiah and make Hezekiah make you trust in Yahweh, saying, Yahweh shall certainly deliver. Not deliver, man said, not deliverance. Not deliverance. Nothing no go so. This man is bright in a brethren. Remember the story good in a man. The man said, no listen to Hezekiah. And him say it again, me say, no listen to Hezekiah, brethren. He is misleading you. Yahweh shall not deliver. Not deliver. The man said, no deliverance. No death. Look what the man asked. The man said, where was Yahweh when we are killed off the whole of Egypt and the whole of them places? The man said, if Yahweh did exist, Yahweh would have come and help Egypt long time. When we are raid down the whole of the Middle East, Yahweh would have come and help. Man said, before we should say, man, I just open the city gate and let you in, man. And Hezekiah said to them, say, do not answer him. Shut your mouth, make him talk. Do not answer him. Hezekiah get one letter from the king, Sennacherib. Hezekiah go up at the temple with the letter. And I see him tell you, so you must do it on the light bill when wicked JPS and the wicked light bill come. Carry the light bill, go up at the temple, go hop in the house. And say, see it there. Hezekiah says, see it there. Let me put it down. You can't say me name show you. Hezekiah said, me carry come see that. This man, Hezekiah said, this man said, brethren. You deal with it. Hezekiah said, you deal with it. This man said, boy. I know me say it him said. Your name. And what happened after? Did Israel go and fight? Yahweh said, no. Because it's me them this. So me I go deal with it personally. So what him do? Him send one single angel in the night when the Assyrian them asleep. 185,000 dead soldiers when they wake in the morning. Not a sword, no sling. So you know what that do? That make the Assyrian them understand that is not by might and no sword. And the Creator, we call it now. It bring back my name. It restores, thank you, give me the word. It restores my name. Since as me have to prove again my resume. Me no want Hezekiah do. Me no want Hezekiah call no soldier. Me no want him call no general. Me say Hezekiah just go your castle, go sit down, go sleep. Go on home, go sleep. One angel, 185,000. Dead. Name restore because you injured my reputation. I must fix it. I have to fix it. See it here? Hezekiah said, this day is a day of distress, rebuke, and blasphemy, for the children have come to birth and there is no power. It could be that Yahweh your Elohim does hear all the words of Rabshakeh, whom his master, the king of Assyria, has sent to blaspheme the living Elohim. Where David said to Goliath. Now the same thing. David said, you come against the army of the living Elohim. Your face damn bright. So when people are disrespect you, brethren, you don't worry yourself. That's why Yahweh said what? Vengeance is mine. Leave it to me, me or defend it, man. Don't worry yourself, I'm going to defend it. Look what Yahweh said now. Look what Yahweh said in verse 6 of 19 of 2 Kings. Isaiah said to them, say this to your master. Thus said Yahweh. So Isaiah coming now, you know. Isaiah said, you tapping eyes. Isaiah said, Hezekiah, you don't answer him. Because the whole world knows that when Yahweh speaking, speak to prophet. So Isaiah come now. Isaiah said, you tapping eyes. Me go deal with Rabshakeh. Isaiah go to Rabshakeh and said, me. You tapping eyes. You chat too much, man. Tapping eyes. From we catch up. My time to talk now. Me, I send you back to your master. Go and tell your master this. Thus said Yahweh, do not be afraid of the words which you have heard, which the servants of the king of Assyria have what? Blaspheme, brethren. Them blaspheme him. Isaiah said, no, over yourself. Are the wrongest mistake. Listen, Isaiah said, wrongest mistake they make in their life. Every mistake wrong, you know. But that one is wronger than the whole I ever saw them. Are the I did that. A wrongest mistake. Then Isaiah sent, the son of Amos sent to Ezekiel saying, thus said Yahweh Elohim of Yisra'el, I have heard. Yes, when Yahweh said me here, I have heard that which you have prayed to me against Sennacherib, king of Assyria. Me see later we can come put on my place, boss. Me see. This is the word which Yahweh has spoken concerning him. The maiden daughter of Zion. Yahweh said, for me, bonus virgin girl. Right. The maiden, the daughter of Zion has despised you, mocked you. The daughter of Jerusalem has shaken her head behind you. Yahweh said, how you blaspheme? How you just disrespect? Me. Against whom have you raised your voice? You pass your place. Man live at Portmore and when him depend Mandela, him not take the left turn. Him reach a Spanish town. You pass your place. How you reach a Spanish town? How you reach a Spanish town? Look what Yahweh say. Against the, Yahweh ask the question and answer it now. You know, give no time to answer now. Yahweh say, how you raise your voice against? Against this set apart one of Israel? Understand yourself. And we know how it go already. Numbers 15:30. But the soul who does whatever defiantly. What defiant mean? You know you still do it. You know you're not supposed to do it, and you still do it defiantly. Rebellious. Whether he is native or a stranger, he do what? Blaspheme. He blasphemes. Because it means that you hold the Creator to little regard, virgin, because you know you're not supposed to do it, and you defiantly do it. Blaspheme. Serious something. And that soul shall be cut off from among his people. Ezekiel 20. Thus said the Master Yahweh, in this your fathers has blasphemed me by committing trespass against me. I saw them blaspheme. Trespass against my word. If you go against my word, then it means that you don't believe what I said. And I already tell you that everything that I say is trustworthy. And you hold little regard for it. That's why you don't follow it. So if we don't follow the word, it's blasphemy. We hold little regard for the word, brethren. That's why we don't follow it. Blasphemy. And you wonder why we can't reach nowhere as a people. When I brought them into the land for which I had lifted my hand in an oath. See it here again? Not the same come out of Egypt and bring it into land this year. The same covenant. The same thing that is supposed to happen again in the future, the second Exodus. I brought them into the land for which I had lifted my hand in an oath, covenant to give them. And they saw all the high hills. When we carried them into the land, the people then see the high hills and the thick trees. And they slaughtered their offerings there and provoked me with their offerings. Yahweh said, before the people then climb the mountain and go get fresh air, then go up, they go build altar. And them are no priests. Before then do rock climbing and enjoy themselves. Before then go camp on the mountain, then go build altar. Before then take a thick tree, then build house. Then take it make fire for burn something, and them are no priest. Psalm 44. Because of the voice of the slanderer, the liar, and the blasphemer, because of the enemy and avenger, all this has come upon us. We as a people continue to blaspheme and slander the name of the Creator. That's why we are where we are now. And the last one, Haraf. Same thing. Reproach, blaspheme, defy, to pull off, to defame, to pierce, to taunt. First Samuel 17:10. Rush understand what going on. Rush made mention of this earlier. What is happening here? David and Goliath. Look what Goliath said. Goliath said, "This day I shall blaspheme the army of Yisra'el." And when David come out to him, say, "Dead dog." Second Samuel 21. Goliath blaspheme. We know what happened to Goliath already, don't it? Second Samuel 21. And it just might be the reason why Yahweh used the smallest man in the camp to kill the biggest man from them camp. Because you need to understand that it is not coming from sword and shield. And you notice him never use one sword and one shield either. A stone he use. Stone and sling. Where you use kill bird. And when you are ramp, when you are jing bang, you are ramp with your friend them. Slingshot. Second Samuel 21. There was a battle in Gath again, where there was a man of great height, who had 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot, 24 in number. And also he was descended from the giants. And he reproached Israel. And Jonathan, son of Shimei, the brother of David, struck him. You blaspheme, we have to kill him. Once you blaspheme we here, we have to kill him. We have to defend the Creator name, brethren. We have to defend it. And in defending the name, we have to ensure that we ourselves are not defaming it. 2 Kings 19:4. Hezekiah again. It could be that Yahweh your Elohim does hear all the words of Rabshakeh, whom his master, the king of Assyria, has sent to blaspheme the living Elohim. Living Elohim, blaspheme man, blaspheme, brethren. Isaiah 37 is the same thing again with Hezekiah. Just another account. You can write it down. We don't need to read it. It's the same account with Sennacherib and Rabshakeh. Isaiah 65 verse 6 and 7. See, it is written before me, I am not silent, but shall repay, and I shall repay into their bosom your crookedness and the crookedness of your fathers together, said Yahuwah, who burned incense on the mountains and blasphemed me on the hills. And I shall measure their former work into their bosom. So we not in no place to accuse nobody of blasphemy, because we guilty of the worst blasphemy, because our state right now as a people is blasphemy. We have to understand that. Our state right now as black people is blasphemy in and of itself, because it defames our Creator. It does not bring a good name to our Creator. So our state, as a result of our disgusting behavior of our forefathers and we ourselves, is blasphemy. So we can't accuse anybody of it. We have to fix our thing first. Conclusion. Watch the resume. You think it's Israel Yahweh start about who brought you up out of whatever? Check your file. Genesis 15. 7. Abraham. Yahweh said to him. You know when you go sit down in the interview, when you go and sit in an interview, the first thing you have to do is what? Introduce yourself. You have to introduce yourself, brethren. When you walk into the room, you have to introduce yourself. So look, when Yahweh reading resume, brethren. When you ever take up a resume and see a resume yet, what the first thing you see on the resume? The name is smarty. The name of the person big on the resume, the biggest thing on the resume. The name is the biggest thing on the resume. So whenever you are going to read him resume, brethren, him tell your name. See him say, I am Yahuwah. Boom. That is me. I'm going to tell you the achievements now. I'm going to tell you I'm going to show you how many am big in the streets. Who brought you out of Ur of the Chaldees to give you this land to inherit it. Boom. Resume. That's one of the skills or achievements or way of call it, special achievements and recognition. That are one. And we can go all the way back from Genesis 1. when he make the man say, and say the man supposed to have dominion. And the man supposed to make an image and likeness, no sir, and rule. Exodus 3. This is Moses now, meeting him. Moses see the bush burning, turn aside to see what is happening. And the rock said to him, say, take off your shoes, you know, boy. That's so you know, say, I'm a normal person you deal with, you know, because imagine, a bush there, no? No, say go. You know, going in one temple, you have a bush. And someone come to you and say, take off your slippers, you can't come over here, say, in my house. Moses look and say, house? A bush. Man say, hey, you take off that, you can't come over here, so with your dirty slippers, because, but Moses, but a dirt over there, and say, hey, this a dirt, a clean dirt, over this a dirty dirt. He said, take off your boot and come over here, so. Holy ground. And he said in verse 6, I am. I'm keep on telling you now that the I am is one of the biggest statements in the Bible, brethren. Watch your resume. I am the Elohim of your father. I'm not talk about Amram. Watch the resume now, brethren. Because in order for Moses to know the reputation of who is speaking to himself, can understand the assignment, he must get the history. The Elohim of your father. So when you say Elohim of Abraham, immediately in Moses' mind, him start to think, covenant. Covenant. This is the same man who promised Abraham a land to his descendants. Covenant. The Elohim of Isaac too. So no change. I remember the covenant he confirmed with who? Isaac. And also the Elohim of Jacob. And look what happened when Moses heard the resume. Moses hid his face. Moses understood that this is the man. This is the real big man. And the boss, this. That come like back in the days when Ninja Man walk out and say, the front teeth, gold teeth, down gag, and when we'll pass something with him say. Everybody know that is Ninja Man. That's why you can't do that. You have a next man when him come out and say, ask me how I know. Starter dee da da do. Once you hear that you know who, brethren. You know who that one. Me don't know him neither. So Moses hid his face for he was afraid to look at Elohim. Moses understood that. So me want to know understanding the brethren. That's why I'm telling you there is no word in the script that don't bear significance. Why him keep on every time him come to somebody and say, I am the this, the that, the Elohim of this. At the resume, you need to understand who is talking to you. That is the character, the covenant keeping Elohim. Moses said to him, say, all right, me believe, you know. But when me tell the people them say, so them can believe because you're sending me to them. Moses said, give me one name. Me understand that I am the Elohim of whatever. Give me a name. Yahweh said to him, I am that which I am. A higher, Asher, a higher. I am whatever I wish to be. I exist. Moses basically asked for the character, you know. And Yahweh said, listen, me are anything I want to be. If me want to be pussy today, me a pussy. If me want to be dog tomorrow, me a dog. And me a be best pussy ever seen in your life and the best dog. You never find one dog like me. And that the dog, you can't say favor like dog, you can't say dirty like dog, you can't say stink like that, because this a dog, a top dog. She is a shishu. Everything. Thus you shall say to the children of Yisra'el, I am. The big man has sent me to you. And Elohim said further to Mashah, thus you are to say to the children of Yisra'el, Yahuwah. See the name, you know? The Elohim of your fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Isaac, the Elohim of Jacob. Once the people hear this, they will know that the covenant-keeping Elohim has heard our cry and he has come now to honor the covenant. Fix his name, the reputation. And Elohim said, This is my name forever, brethren. This is my remembrance, hallelujah, to all generations. This is my remembrance. This deliverance is going to be my remembrance. And that's why we here in this Babylon now, in this modern day Egypt, must believe in the second Exodus. Because the Creator have to fix his name again. And bring us out of this Babylon here. Say therefore to the children of Yisra'el, I am Yahuwah, and I shall bring. So, apply for the work as I know, bridge. When the man said, why we must give you the work? You said to him, say, I am going to fix every problem you have in this place here. Every problem of inefficiency, every problem of punctuality where you have with your staff, every problem of unaccountability, whatever issues you're having in this place here, I'm going to fix it. So the man said, I shall bring you out from under the burden of the Egyptians, and I will deliver you from their enslaving and redeem you with an outstretched arm. See the resume. And with great judgments, and I shall bring you into the land, see it here now, which I swore to give to Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob. This man here don't play about him covenant, brethren. Him don't play. So when Christianity come tell you about replacement theology and church replaces Israel and baptism replaces circumcision, the church is blaspheming. The church is telling you that the Creator has turned his back on his people and has taken up somebody new. Mash up the covenant. And that, if nothing else, the biggest disrepute to his name, because he said that my word does not come back to me void. I am Yahuwah, I do not change. So Christianity is blasphemy. The covenant must be upheld, brethren. When man said to Noah in Genesis 9:22, Genesis 8:22, sorry. When he said to Noah, as long as you have seed time and harvest, day and night, summer and winter, cold and heat, this is a covenant you stand. You know, still see rainbow in the sky. Up to years to them is see rainbow. Then the man still keep him covenant with him people, brethren. That's why I wear my rainbow proud, and nobody can come to me with foolishness about what them call them, LGBTQ. Watch it from there. This is covenant. Blasphemy again. Covenant sign. Give me rainbow shirt, wear that go anywhere. No boy can step to me. Covenant. Covenant. Leviticus 19:12. Watch this. Watch this now. Do not swear falsely by my name. Why? You see, my name not supposed to involve in a kaba. My name not supposed to be involved in any lie, in any fool story. So when you're making your look of fool swearing, no call me name. My name so nice and precious. I sing song about sweet name. You don't know a sweet name or sweet the name? At this your name sweet. The man said, anything we have to do with my name. No put no hanky panky, no umpy scumpy, me no want it with my name. I don't want it with my name. Straight uprightness. Once you call my name, make sure it says good, something come out afterwards. So if you know you cannot keep your promise, no call me name with your promise, brethren, else you're in a problem with me. Do not profane the name of your Elohim. And see him say it here, so I am Yahuwah. Don't disrespect my name. Look at Isaiah 42 verse 8. This encapsulates the entire presentation why you don't blaspheme. The man said, I am Yahuwah. That is my name. My glory I do not give to another. And Israel is my glory. The church can replace Israel. Bonfire upon church. Church just come out. So we need to come out of the church before we burn the fire upon it. Anybody hearing on YouTube? Because when the Creator come, fire going burn pan church. Blasphemy. What the Pope say? I, as God on earth, institute Christmas and institute Sunday as Sabbath and institute all of these things with the authority bestowed. Blasphemy, brethren. And if Yahusha, the son of Elohim, came and walked this earth and changed one law in blaspheme. If he tell you say you're not to circumcise in blaspheme, any law when change in blaspheme. Because the character of the Creator is that he is infallible. Infallible means he does not go wrong. People go wrong. I do not go wrong. And every time him save Israel, him say, I am doing this for my name's sake. Not because me love you. Yes, me love you. But your ways means that me should have did kill you. But because of my name's sake, and even some point, even at the history with some kings of Israel, him say, for the sake of my servant David. And with some people, him say, for the sake of my servant Abraham. The covenant. I made a covenant with Abraham. I made a covenant with David for their sake. And my name's sake, to keep this covenant, to hold true, to be faithful. Why do you think we can sing great is thy faithfulness? Because it's great for true. Ten Commandments. Look at the first one. In spend from verse 1 in Exodus, go straight to verse 7 to tell you the first commandment. Watch. Look how him start off the 10 Commandments, brethren. I am Yahweh your Elohim, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. Boom, full stop. That is my resume. I did that for you, and as a result, you must have no other mighty one against my face. No other God. Me jealous. Me tell a friend now. Me jealous. Me no want to see a text nobody. Me no want to see a like nobody picture on Instagram. Yahweh say when you go on Instagram, make sure say me no see your like the God for Easter picture. Me no want to see your like so that's the picture when you go on Instagram. Me jealous. And I go search your phone. Yahweh say me search your phone. Me go in WhatsApp. Me go in everything. Me search your phone. Make sure you don't send no picture to nobody. Don't do it. 3547211. That's a Yahweh number. Send him best picture them. You know that number there? You know that number there? 354721. You know go on and say, wait. Young people in love. Is them put on the area code? How I new area code? 654? 165. You may not even know it. The man said, listen, no other mighty ones, I am jealous. Do not make for yourself a carved image to all the man jealous. The man said, all when it's inanimate, when it's something that can't no make it either. Nothing. Any likeness of that which is in the heavens above, which is in the earth beneath, or which is in the waters under the earth. The man said, listen, man. No fish, no dog, no post, no cow, no bird. Nothing you're not supposed to make. And go on like you want, come call it Elohim. None of them, because they can't compare. No make none. You do not bow down to them, nor serve them. Why? For I, Yahuwah, your Elohim, am a jealous Elohim. I do not give my praise to one another. That him just tell me in Isaiah. Me not give praise to nobody else, brethren. Me not join that something there. If me, the man say, listen, me go school. And me go how much university to get my PhD. When you address me as Dr. Yahuwah, who brought us up out of the land of Egypt. And so me going to start praying now. You have to go put on that part in our prayer. Yahuwah who brought us up out of the land of Egypt. Because him sensitive about it, so me have to give him praise. Him like it, you know. Because if he never like it, he would use it so much, no, sir. He use it all heap, so me start use it too. You say, I visit the crookedness of the fathers and the children to the third and the fourth generation of those who hate me. And I show loving commitment to those who love me and guard my commands. You do not bring the name of Yahuwah, your Elohim, to nothing. Disrepute, defamation, blasphemy. Your actions, your speech, none of it should not bring any blasphemy to my name, should not bring any disrepute, any defamation to my name, any slander and libel to my name, brethren. Libel is when you write. When you write lies, and slander is speech. Yeah. Look what I'm saying after that. For Yahuwah does not leave the one unpunished who brings his name to nothing. Now that we just threw out the scriptures a while ago with the Sennacheribs, them and all of these men, and the Goliaths and all of these men who come and call out the man's name. Him kill them, no say go. Every one of them dead. I will not leave you unpunished if you bring my name to disrepute. A big name. If I see some human being one over them name, brethren, then imagine the creator. Hey, you have some man, as you call them name, then call them liar, So my time the liar have said to them, say, boss, this no have no place in the court. The judge no have time for waste. This is not defamation. This is not slander. As you call them name, then call them liar. That's what some people say. Final slide and we finish. So any curse inflicted on Yisra'el, we have to understand this now. Any curse that Yisra'el is under defames Yahuwah. Regardless if it's Yahuwah himself putting the curse on us. It's our nasty behavior which causes the curse and defames the creator. When Moses said to Yahuwah, when Yahuwah said, I'm going to deal with them case, Moses said, you go make the nation them say, look how you bring the people them up out to come kill them off. And that Moses said, then what will you do for your set apart name? Moses understood, brethren, the name and the character. Moses said, hey, no do it. Please do me, I beg you. Moses said, no do it. Remember your name. So you see, when you're in your problem, teacher, you have some little trick, You know, as children, when you have your parents, you have some little heartstring where you can pull for your parents to get your way. You have some heartstring where you can pull, man. Tell himself, remember him name when you go through your problem. Say, Yahweh, remember, say, I'm media work, I tell people how you're good, Remember your name. You have to fix up my business for me, man. You can't have me as a fix up my business, remember you. No, you look at heartstring them for pull, brethren. Husband and wife relationship, When wife want money from husband, wife know if you do, You say about you and you have wife, you don't know. You have to pull the heartstrings. When David said, when the man said to him, say, you say, you have to remind him, you are the one who said. You said in your word. You have to draw back the word on the man, brethren. Fix up your name, boss. Me and suffer on the people, I look on the people, and say, then what kind of God him serve? Fix up your name. At that, Ezekiah carry the letter and say, see there. You must decide if you want to defend your name. Because the man then sees the city how long and do nothing, so see them now, then get prime. So any curse inflicted on Israel defames the Creator, brethren. Even if the curse is from the Creator himself. It is caused by blasphemy and results in blasphemy. And I'll leave you with Jeremiah 33. This is the New Covenant chapter. The word of Yahweh came to Jeremiah saying, have you not observed what these people have spoken? Saying, want to remember the dry bone prophecy? When Ezekiel Abal and Ezekiel said, they said that we are a people forgotten. Them said the Creator done with we. Dry bone, brethren. And not Ezekiel alone. Jeremiah here. Yahweh said to Jeremiah, have you not observed what these people have spoken, saying, the two families which Yahweh have chosen have been rejected by him. Blasphemy. Yahweh said, Jeremiah, come here. Come me tell you me hear them say. You know here. Hey, Yahweh, mix up when they my friend, And call you and say, come here, hear this story is sweet. And the man Jeremiah bust big laugh and then he get up serious like he never just a laugh while I'm going to deal with them now. They have said the people have been rejected by him. Look now. So they have blasphemed my people. No more to be a nation before them. So don't worry yourself. We are in a state of blasphemy. But the Creator have a plan to fix it. It will be fixed. Thus said Yahweh. See it here? And that's why I tell you that Christianity with them replacement theology and them big word when them call it supersessionism, blasphemy, all of them big word and highfalutin business. Blasphemy. Look what the man say here, sir. When him say the people them say, the people are rejected by him, the creator, don't it? Now so them say. Look at his response now to that claim that he's done with the people. Thus said Yahweh. If my covenant is not with day and with night, and if I have not appointed the laws of the heavens and the earth, then I would also reject the descendants of Jacob and David, my servant. You know what I mean when him say him covenant with the day and the night? Don't from your born till now, sunrise every day and go down back. And that's what I talk about. Him say, if you can break that cycle, then you can break my covenant with Israel. A serious something that, because every account where we have where that cycle has been broken is the Creator himself break it. Now so I go. When he met the sun stand still in at the time of Joshua, and when he bring back the sun for Ezekiel as a sign, is him. And the sun still rise and go down same way. Now so I go. So him say, if you can break that cycle, then you can break the covenant with Israel and with Judah. If you can break it. And we know nobody break it yet, so that means that the covenant still in effect. Now so I go. So even though we are in a state of blasphemy, we are not rejected. For a time. Thank you. For a time. In just turning back look a bit. And in turning back and every minute you see him go so. Every minute he can listen. He can't. He must be prips, you know. He must be prips every now and again. Hey, when a man love one woman, you know, and the man and the woman in an argument, you know. Him over here and she over there, every minute him prips to see if she look upon him. You know. Yeah, but every minute him, you know prips. If your love get whole, man. Remember back when you just a love. In sleep. In prips here, man. In prips here, man. Every minute in prips. Alright, as a parent, if you put your child somewhere and say you're on punishment, and you put him on one part, you don't have to go check on him every now and again and make sure you say, in good, and you still have to feed him, don't it? But in the on punishment, don't it? But you still have to feed him because you don't want to drop down and dead. So the man prips every minute, brethren, every minute in prips and look and say, alright. So we're not rejected, brethren. We're on punishment. That is how we go and phrase it. We are not rejected as a people. We are on punishment. Time out. Naughty corner. So I would reject the descendants of Jacob and David, my servant, so that I should not take of his descendants to be rulers over the descendants of Abraham and Jacob. Watch this now. For I have every single intention. I must. You see this shall? Shall mean must, you know, brethren. I have to turn back their captivity. It must turn back. That have to turn back like Christian. Every Christian have to turn back and come to this. Must turn back their captivity and have compassion on them. Simple mathematics, brethren. So blasphemy is any speech or action that brings disrepute, disregard, holds in contempt the name of the Creator, holds little regard for the name of the Creator. So we have to ensure that our speech and our actions bring great fame, great reputation, and magnify and let the whole world know how great our Creator is. Otherwise, it is blasphemy. And our state as a people is a blasphemous state. And we are just forsaken. We are just on punishment, not rejected. Yes, my sister. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, you can blaspheme in your thought as well. Yeah, man, because it brings disrepute. You are what you think, So yeah, so that is the presentation. Thank you, my brothers and sisters.
Indeed, O great, eternal, Yahweh is your name. We give thee thanks and we give thee praise, O Yahweh, for this set apart time that you gathered us here together to hear your words, O Yah. O Yahweh, we thank you for your manservant that delivers unto your people. It is an eye opening. I hope and we pray, O Yahweh, that all of us that hear the voice of you crying and helped us to understand that whatever we do or say that put your names to naught, oh yeah, we are blaspheming your name. Oh yeah, what helped us on this journey that we may be strong and we may understand that you is not a joker. And anything you say, oh Yahweh, you said nothing will come from you and go back to you void, oh yeah. So we continue to ask you, oh yeah, that you may give us that courage and that understanding that when we hear your words like these, help us, oh yeah, if we're been slacking in anywhere in our thoughts, in our mind, in our action, oh yeah, we can get it right and put it to you and let we draw closer to know more about you, that we may understand you and we may do your will, as you said. Help us in our speech daily, oh yeah, that if we were blaspheming your name, oh yeah, we may cry to you and ask Abba, oh you, for forgiveness of us doing that. And oh yeah, as your manservant delivers unto your people, help us, oh yeah, that we may not just be hearing your words, but help us that we may put these things into action, that you may look down on your children, Yisra'el, and see that we are turning from our captivity that we have been spread abroad. O Yahweh, help us to be one in heart, in mind, and in body. That when one say what you say, O Yah, we may be in one. So we thank your manservant that delivers unto us, O Yahweh. Just continue, O Yah, that we may be in one according with you, because you say you are one, you and your Father is one. So we and you should be one. So, oh Yahweh, we are striving and we are drawing closer and closer to your ancient path, on your ancient path, oh Yahweh. So, yeah, as we are about to be dismissed from this session, help us that when we go out back into this world for this coming week coming, that we may let our light shine and that we may do what you say we must do and be at one with thee. So, O Yahweh, we give thee thanks, we give thee praise, and as we draw closer to become more one with you, help us that we may be at one, be at peace in what we do for you, that at the end of it all, you can look at us and smile and say, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Give thee, as we tell you thanks, O Yahweh. Hallelujah.
All right, thank you very much, Mashah, for your presentation. As usual, we are thankful to Yahuwah for his leading and his direction as we continue to seek for and the 18th part. And while we seek it, while we walk therein, we will be in line with your covenant, with the covenant of Yahuwah, and in that which he wants of us. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you those who join us on YouTube and those who will be watching later. We trust, again, I implore you to rewatch so you can understand and, moreover, share with others so that they can subscribe to the channel. What is it again now? To like, click the button and like and subscribe and share. Right. Right. Like, share, and subscribe. Right. Yeah. Yeah, man. I hope that everybody has subscribed and has liked and has shared, and you do the same thing. Others let others do the same. All right. Thank you very much. We are nearing the season, nearing the spring festival, so we hope we are putting ourselves together for that. We look forward to those beautiful days that Yahuwah has commanded us to rejoice and be glad. Please stand where you are as we dismiss. Yahuwah blesses you and keeps you. Yahuwah make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Yahuwah lift his countenance upon you and give you